Welcome to the Algebra 1 Structure and Method textbook series. This is on Chapter 7, Section 4, and our topic today is fractional equations. So as I mentioned, you're going to learn how to solve fractional equations in this video. You should already know how to find the LCD of algebraic expressions and factor polynomials. You'll also learn what a fractional equation is. Let's get started. To warm up, find the least common denominator of each set of expressions below and solve the quadratic equation. Pause the video and restart when you're ready to check your answers. I'm starting now. Okay, check your answers, see how you did. Now remember that the LCD is the least common multiple of each denominator, and to solve quadratic equations, we factor and then use the zero product property. If you need to go back and review, check the video for Chapter 6, Section 4 on least common denominators because you're going to need that knowledge for this video. Let's get started with the lesson. An equation with a variable in the denominator of one or more terms is called a fractional equation. And solving equations with fractions as coefficients can be a little time-consuming, so we have a nice little strategy. Suppose we have our example from our warm-up and we put that into an equation. An easy way to avoid a long process of converting fractions is to multiply both sides of the equation by the least common denominator. In this case, you found the LCD in our previous slide, and it's 20x. If I multiply 20x through, I'm going to get an equation with integer coefficients that's really easy to solve. Now, remember that multiplying both sides of an equation by a variable expression means that you can create extraneous roots, so it's important to check your answer once you finish. Solve 3 over x minus 1/4 equals 1/12. So we need to multiply both sides by our LCD, which in this case is 12x. Now I'm going to expand a bit so you can see the math a little bit better in this one, and then in future examples I probably won't do that so much. So first I'm multiplying 12x by everything. 12x times 3 over x is 36. I get negative 3x next, and then x. That's a simple linear equation that we can solve by just moving our terms, and we end up with x equals 9. Now, we can use the same method with this problem, but since we have equivalent fractions, I'm actually going to I'm just going to treat them like a proportion and cross multiply. So first I'll multiply 9 times 2x, then I'll multiply 4 times 3 minus x, and then I distribute and solve. Okay, so for this one, it's a similar process, but we need to factor our denominators first. First thing I'm going to do is just rewrite the first fraction over b times b minus 1, so I can easily see that my LCD is b times b minus 1. So I multiply both sides by b times b minus 1, and I get 2 minus 2b equals b squared minus b. This is a quadratic equation. We bring everything to one side, then we factor and use the zero product property. However, we need to toss the b equals 1 answer because it makes our second fraction undefined. Now, we're going to take b equals negative 2 and check it just to make sure we didn't create any extraneous roots. I'm going to plug it in, and voila, my equation works, and I'm all good. So before you go, tell your classmates one important thing to remember when you multiply both sides of an equation by a variable. I'll let you discuss, and I will see you in the next video.